Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check it back, check it back.
King.
From the 41, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Run. Mike 51.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Squeeze, double. Hey, watch it.
Leo.
He's checking crack.
On first down, Moss. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Here we go. 8-3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Regular. Watch out.
Mayfield. This one complete to Gresham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Set. 180. Up.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Baker Mayfield, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Go. Step.
On 2nd down, it's Moss, and he's got room. They finally do get him down, but we've got penalty flags on the field as well, and they might get 15 more out of this. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard, a little juke. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. On first down, Moss. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on 1st down. Moss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. Be critical.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
180. We own it. We own it. Up, left. Real.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Real. Tight go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield escaping the and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's got his target. That's more. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Bills have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Moss. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Look at me.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Let's go, get set.
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Regular. Check 24.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. Moss. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Two-jet bombers. Hey, Charlie. 52's the mark. Now.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Matchbox lights. Got a alpha.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
180. 51. I know he ain't got it. Regular.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Now the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 20, Patriots 17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 51's the mic. Hey, Haywood! We got this.
Mayfield now. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, orbit.
First down, Mayfield. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Coming to you.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Hey, wahoo! 6-man. Check curls, check curls.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Wilcox on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that's going to tie things at 20. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On first down, Moss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Moss, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Regular. Hey, exit.
Mayfield to throw it. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Point it right.
I'm here all day.
Hey, alert!
Hey, we got a seal. Time to go, night.
Smooth.
You ain't got nothing.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
We go set. 30 base. Deep grip.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss, and an alley to run. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now a give, right side. It's Moss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Ready? 52. Rock it. Rock the block. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll try the left side. Moss. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mayfield to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Past the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. On second down, it's Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Bills, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 rows.